morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Wednesday, September 12th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Morano. I'm excited about that school story. That's a Daniel Shedd piece, and we haven't seen that yet, right? So.
No, and anything, we actually have another story in our headlines about an unlikely pair as well.
Yeah,
I
know what you're talking about. All right, first let's check in, though, with Elisa Raffa. She has your forecast first this morning.
Good morning, guys. Another pleasant start in the Ozarks. Been a pretty quiet week, and we're starting out nice again. It's 59 degrees in Branson with calm winds and clear skies and pretty quiet conditions. We've got clear skies, a couple of clouds hanging to the south and east this morning, but we'll keep mostly clear skies as we head through the afternoon. Some light patchy fog around the lakes again. Lake of the Ozarks seeing 3/4 of a mile visibility. Otherwise, you should be smooth sailing on your way to work and school. It's 59 up in Rolla and in Mountain Grove, 61 to start your morning in Springfield, and 61 in Monette. Dew points are still pretty dry. We're still in the upper 50s for dew points, which is that very pleasant and comfortable feel here. We'll gradually start to get a tad sticky later on in the week, but definitely not oppressive like we were earlier in the summer. Some patchy fog possible around lakes this morning, otherwise dry conditions through the afternoon. Green light as you head to work and school. You might need some light jackets again with temperatures in the upper 50s, and then by dismissal, wonderful mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the lower 80s. Just another really nice day. We're keeping this crisp start, beautiful afternoon. We're keeping a gradual warm up in the 7-day, and then we've got updates on Hurricane Florence impacting the East Coast. We'll do all of that in 10 minutes.
We want to start with some breaking news that we are keeping tabs on this morning. Springfield police are investigating a shooting that happened overnight. Officers say a man was attempting to break into a home in the 3200 block of West Madison. The resident inside the home called 911 but shot the man before police could arrive. This incident is still under investigation, so we'll have to keep updating you as we get more information.
It's your right to know this morning. One man is dead after crashing into a school bus head-on just southwest of Crane. It happened just before 4:30 yesterday on Missouri 248. The crash report from the Missouri Highway Patrol says 47-year-old Kelly Vaught was killed when the pickup truck he was driving hit the bus. The bus driver was not hurt, but the bus was totaled. The bus driver is from Galena. We know that, though the report does not say which district the bus was from. This is the second school bus crash in the Crane area in less than a week.
Springfield attorney Brad Bradshaw's lawsuit against an opposing medical marijuana initiative is heading to an appeal. Bradshaw is a backer of Amendment 3, and his challenge against Amendment 2 on voter fraud was dismissed. He now has an appeal set for September 18th. We spoke to Springfield attorney Adam Woody for some neutral input here. He says Bradshaw's appeal on the 18th may actually be too late for the deadline of finalizing ballots, which is September 25th.
Mr. Bradshaw most likely has an incredible uphill battle to get this appealed, to get this set aside, and to get them off the ballot completely for November.
And after all of that, Missouri voters could see a total of 3 medical marijuana options come November.
Branson City Council is taking a step forward in making the area even more attractive to visitors and entrepreneurs by including itself in the Community Improvement District, better known as CID. At last night's council meeting, Mayor Karen Best signed off on that deal. By being part of a CID, Branson will have a better community accessibility, safety, and beautification projects along 76. The plan is to expand the district to make it easier to walk along that 5-mile stretch.
We're looking at it as an economic engine to bring new business to town and to really accentuate the existing businesses that we have now and make them more accessible.
The project is expected to cost between $80 and $100 million, but there's no exact time frame on when it should be finished.
Unclaimed property from across the Show Me State will be auctioned off later this week, as the auction is happening Thursday and Friday at the Hilton Garden Inn in Columbia. Among the thousands of items up for grabs, old coins, stamps, jewelry, even autographed pictures of Hollywood actors Spency Tracy and Bette Davis. If you're wondering where these all came from, they're actually from safe deposit boxes that were turned over to the treasurer's office. The money made will be held until it's claimed by the rightful owners.
Moving to a follow-up story this morning, we first told you about last month. A local developer is asking Springfield's Planning and Zoning Commission to postpone a hearing that would allow retail buildings to be constructed in the Galloway neighborhood. In August, several residents in that area urged City Council and the developer to stop any redevelopment projects on East Battlefield other than single-family homes. Developer Derek Lee wants to move a zoning meeting to October 11th that was originally scheduled for this Thursday to have some more time to work with the neighborhood. No word on if that will be moved, but in the past, City Council has cited the increase of traffic in the area as a potential problem and wants to improve safety.
We move to some education coverage this morning. Jarrett Middle School has launched a unique program to promote inclusiveness within its student body.
As Daniel Shedd discovered, the new Buddy program is teaching students more than a textbook ever could. Daniel, good morning.
Well, guys, good morning. I don't think you mentioned inclusiveness, and I don't think any of us really need a reminder about how divisive or marginalized we could feel in junior high and even high school. Even the best students can feel alone at times, and that's even more so for students that may have special needs. And that's really the challenge that Ms. Wells at Jarrett Middle School set out for this year to try to solve by implementing the Buddy program. They're just a couple weeks into the Buddy program this year, and it pairs 7th graders with students that have special needs like autism. Whether it's playing a board game, eating lunch, or simply walking the halls together, these kids are learning that their differences really aren't that different after all.
I wasn't sure how, the Buddy program was going to go when we started it this year. I was, hoping for positive, and so far it's been amazing. The buddies have been super positive. They've loved it. They've chosen to come into the class, and then my students have been awesome. They love seeing the kids out in the hall, saying hi, eating lunch with them. So it's been really positive on both sides.
Now, guys, coming up at the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to introduce you to Peyton. He's a 7th grader that actually chose this as an elective class, so chose it over like art and music. He says he chose that elective just because he wanted to make a difference.
All right, Daniel Shedd.